Well, listen, I just wanted to welcome these outstanding leaders to the Oval Office. I want to, in particular, acknowledge Congressman Howard Berman and Senator Barbara Boxer, who have done outstanding work in shepherding through this bipartisan piece of legislation that underscores our unshakable commitment to Israel. As many of you know, I have made it a top priority for my administration to deepen cooperation with Israel across the whole spectrum of security issues: intelligence, military, technology, and in many ways what this legislation does is bring together all the outstanding cooperation that we have seen really at an unprecedented level between our two countries to underscore our unshakable commitment to Israel's security. I'm also very pleased that this week we are going to be able to announce $70 million in additional spending, $70 billion, in additional spending for Iron Dome. This is a program that has been critical in terms of providing security and safety for Israeli families. It is a program that has been tested and has prevented missile strikes inside of Israel. And it is testimony to the leadership of folks sitting here that we're going to be able to lock in that funding to ensure that that program continues and that we are standing by our friends in Israel when it comes to these kinds of attacks, preventing terrorist attacks and making sure that the people of Israel are not targeted. And I hope that as I sign this bill, once again everybody understands how committed all of us are, Republicans and Democrats, as Americans, to our friends in making sure that Israel is safe and secure. And with that, let me sign this bill. And again, I want to thank all who are standing beside me for their outstanding leadership and their outstanding work on this issue. Okay? There you go. Thank you. Good work. The United States is proud to stand with you as your strongest ally and your greatest friend. As I begin my second term as president, Israel is the first stop on my first foreign trip. This is no accident. So I see this visit as an opportunity to reaffirm the unbreakable bond between our nations, to restate America's unwavering commitment to Israel's security. And we stand together because peace must come to the Holy Land. And that is why I'm confident in declaring that our alliance is eternal. It is forever.
On the same day,
as President, I've therefore made it clear America's commitment to the security of the State of Israel is a solemn obligation, and the security of Israel is non-negotiable. Today, our military and intelligence personnel cooperate more closely than ever before. We conduct more joint exercises and training than ever before. We're providing more security assistance and advanced technology to Israel than ever before. And that includes more support for the missile defenses like Iron Dome, which I saw today and which has saved so many Israeli lives. In short, and I don't think this is just my opinion, I think, Bibi, you would share this, America's support for Israel's security is unprecedented, and the alliance between our nations has never been stronger. That's the sturdy foundation we built on today as we addressed a range of shared challenges. As part of our long-term commitment to Israel's security, the Prime Minister and I agreed to begin discussions on extending military assistance to Israel. Our current agreement lasts through 2017, and we've directed our teams to start working on extending it for the years beyond. I'm also pleased to announce that we will take steps to ensure that there's no interruption of funding for Iron Dome. As a result of decisions that I made last year, Israel will receive approximately $200 million this fiscal year, and we will continue to work with Congress on future funding of Iron Dome. Mr. Prime Minister, like families across Israel, you and your family have served and sacrificed to defend your country and to pass it safe and strong to your children, just as it was passed on to you. Standing here today, I can say with confidence that Israel's security is guaranteed because it has a great deal on its side, including the unwavering support of the United States of America.
on March 21, 2013, after his visit to Ramallah, he returned to Jerusalem on the same day and delivered a speech to a crowd of about 1,000, mostly university students and reporters. He stressed that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, it is a great honor to be with you here in Jerusalem. And I'm so grateful for the welcome that I've received from the people of Israel. I bring with me the support of the American people and the friendship that binds us together. You know, over the last 2 days, I've reaffirmed the bonds between our countries with Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Perez. But what I've most looked forward to is the ability to speak directly to you, the Israeli people, especially so many young people who are here today. I'd like to focus on how we, and when I say we in particular, young people, can work together to make progress in 3 areas that will define our times: security, peace, and prosperity. Let me begin with security. I'm proud that the security relationship between the United States and Israel has never been stronger. Never.
In his speeches, he repeatedly reaffirmed Israel as U.S. strongest ally and greatest friend, an unbreakable bond between the two nations, and the bond is eternal. This fully fulfills what Daniel had prophesied, that he would reaffirm a covenant within the last 7 years. Besides, the most wanted persons Obama wished to talk to in the trip is neither Netanyahu nor Perez, but the Israeli people, especially so many young people.
But what I've most looked forward to is the ability to speak directly to you, the Israeli people, especially so many young people who are here today.
This further fulfills what Daniel had prophesied, that he would reaffirm the covenant with many.
The parties have agreed here today that all of the final status issues all of the core issues and all other issues are all on the table for negotiation. And they are on the table with one simple goal, a view to ending the conflict, ending the claims. Our objective will be to achieve a final status agreement over the course of the next 9 months.